Hi YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lonnie. Dude, Dan Bilzerian, Bilzerian has officially failed good riddance. Jesus. Sunny V2 with the savage title as usual. Let's freaking see what he has to say about our boy Dan. All I know about Dan Bilzerian is he was like a rich Instagram guy who probably like has videos on his page of him like with girls and chilling and with money and guns and just stuff like that. Look, party lifestyle, you know? But we'll freaking see it.
Nothing feels better than winning when people are patiently waiting to see you fail.
Okay.
Dan, you've lost 1 million followers in the last 12 months. Seeing your stock price plummet so low you had to take it off the stock exchange.
Did he do something?
And now spend the rest of your time.
Yeah, see, this is what I was kind of expecting. Okay, good night. So yeah, another thing. Yeah, this is pretty much the vibe I was expecting. They got the robes and the multiple men in the room.
Being Andrew Tate.
Yeah, we're gonna start
and that guy
called Sigma Society.
But this guy was first, so he gets credit in that regard, I guess.
Rambling about politics on Twitter. This is basically the definition of failure, and here's exactly how
having a Twitter account is sort of like failure. Follow me on Twitter at Lonnie. Say my username is my YouTube channel. Freaking give me a follow. I'm not calling it X.
Dan Bilzerian took his company Ignite public at a price of $2.50 per share.
Is that an energy drink or a supplement or some shit?
In which his career was going perfectly. His Instagram was gaining 400,000 followers per month. He was living in a $65 million mansion. And most importantly, everybody believed that his life
and his shorts kept getting shorter as his money got longer. And his nipples could cut diamonds. Shout out this guy. Freaking stanced up. I mean, he is quite the specimen.
Star was real. That would be until July 2020, 18 months after Ignite started, when Dan fired Ignite's vice president, who then sued Dan Bilzerian for unfair dismissal, in the process completely exposing his phony business model.
Dude, freaking...
For starters, the lawsuit explained that Dan Bilzerian hadn't actually paid $65 million for his mansion, but the property was rather rented for $2.4 million per year. On top of...
Dude, what a broke guy. What a... poor man.
This, it was shown that Bilzerian
only $2 million
paid for the travel expenses of the road.
If I had wine in my mouth, I'd spit it all over my keyboard, unsurprised like.
Bilzerian wherever he goes, despite Dan consistently stating that the girls were there voluntarily.
Do you pay these girls to come?
No.
Okay, so
all of my friends love being around me, and they are here of their own free will, and they can leave whenever they want. Just ask them.
I'm addressing that on my app.
However, the craziest part of the lawsuit outlined Dan's strange expenses, including $75,000 on a paintball field, $40,000 on a rock climbing wall, $60,000 on a Star Wars gun set,
This is all a tax write-off if you're opening up your own paintball field that is Star Wars themed with a rock climbing section of the business. Just saying.
$1,000 on pool renovations, $50,000 on a bed frame, $15,000 on a ping pong table, and $88,000 on a vault, just to name it.
Your calculator must be broken, dude. This is adding up perfectly to me.
Also stated that some business expenses charged to Ignite were for household items, groceries, and luxury yacht rentals, with a different former employee stating Ignite pays for everything. Models, events, yachts. Dan would just have it wrapped with the Ignite logo, and all of a sudden it was an Ignite expense, and he would send them the bill. Pools, trampolines, the employee added. His personal events that had nothing to do with the business.
Maybe, I mean, if you're trying to ignite your capital and all of your money on fire and go, poof, that could be what their company's named after is what I was getting at. Sorry, forgot to say that part. Pretty crucial to the joke. I'll make note of this and do better next time. Thanks for thanks for being here.
Dan responded by stating, some journalist said Ignite was funding my life. Bitch, I've been going hard for 10 years and been famous for going hard for 7. I started Ignite 2 years.
2020. Let me do some quick math here. That is less than 7 years. Just saying.
Years ago, raised around 100 mil, and I own the majority of the company. Suck my dick. Although his
do you own the majority of your dick? I'm just asking questions. Do you have the right to even make these types of offers on behalf of the company? Really ignites further speculation inside me, but I mean, maybe it's just playing devil's advocate.
Especially the company's atrocious financial reports. Dan had spent a total of $69 million during Ignite's first year in business, which was offset by only $9.7 million in sales.
If you look closely, that's less.
When the previously mentioned lawsuit explained how terribly this money was spent, Ignite's stock price plummeted by almost 90%,
That's
from
a lot.
$2.50 to a low of 28 cents in October 2020. As the media began to report on Dan's losses, he'd respond by stating Uber is worth $80 billion. It has never had a profitable month since it started, and it lost over $5 billion in one quarter last year. However, Ignite's financial losses weren't even the worst part. Ignite only had
I don't think Uber's doing very well either, is it?
an audience because of Dan's extravagant life, which as a result of the lawsuit had been exposed as rented. His lifestyle was once mysterious and intriguing, but it lost its edge as soon as people realized it was just another business. On top of this, the whole mega rich guy on Instagram shtick was cool in 2014, but by
It was not. It was very uncool.
2020, everybody knew it was complete baloney, which began to reflect in Dan's Instagram statistics. In May
Zero media! Get out his ass! What does that mean?
2020, Dan almost completely stopped posting to Instagram.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
In the meantime, the media
To be fair, nobody posts to freaking Instagram anymore. I mean, they do the reels, but freaking, like, posting a picture?
speculated that he'd soon
And everybody, all the freaking famous rappers and stuff, they have like 3 pictures up. Just pushing, like, the new album or whatever.
fall for bankruptcy, to which Dan clapped back by tweeting a skeleton with the caption, "Or the dumbass journalist patiently waiting for Ignite to go bankrupt." Dan was right, Ignite wasn't filing for bankruptcy, but that didn't mean that things were going well. After losing $69 million in 2019, Ignite lost a further $19.7 million in 2020, during which the media released another strange detail. Dan Bilzerian's dad was supposedly running Ignite from behind the scenes. Now this was a
Daddy?
problem for one main reason.
Mr.
Paul Bilzerian was a
Bilzerian.
convicted felon who was illegally prohibited from participating in publicly traded companies. He'd
That is surprising.
spent a year in jail for fraud in the 90s, leading Dan to pretend that they weren't that close.
I talk to him probably 4 or 5 times a year.
However, according to one article, Paul Bilzerian has taken a less shadowy role within the company, sending thousands of emails between himself and other top executives at Ignite. This was only speculation at the time, but if Paul was in fact running the company, he was starting to do something right. Despite losing $19.7 million in 2020, Ignite actually recorded a profit in their final quarter, leading Dan to tweet, "Ignite announces a profitable 4th quarter." I guess the press and the dumb YouTubers were wrong, shocking.
Bro, imagine trying to flex that you made a quarter. It's only 25 cents, dumbass. Not that
The
much
reason for
money.
which-
$2 billion would be nice, because then I get over $1 billion.
However, the chance of achieving this kind of
That would be nice. I agree.
money began to look unlikely.
Don't
as
look
the
at my
value-
beard. I'm getting
I
sad.
regret everything I've
My
done.
life is in shambles and I can't look at this beard
Dan's
anymore.
company
It reminds
began
me
to
of when
fall
I was
off a cliff.
wealthy.
The recovery made
and
by
epic.
Dan in 2021 was completely reversed throughout 2022, owed in part to one particular incident. The SEC is
I
suing
don't actually have anything against this guy, except he seems like the textbook douchebag. But I mean, I'm just
documents
joking,
as it
is what I'm
attempts to
saying.
pursue- The suit also revealed that Ignite was under criminal investigation for something unrelated. As a result, the stock was
No,
headed to
imagine
However,
being under
Dan
investigation for something unrelated. Huge L, Bozo.
was the stock exchange altogether.
Got
He
him.
provided
Now
no
my dad can work there. Let's go. All's
explanation
well
for
that
the
ends.
company's removal. However, just 2 months later, media publication MJ Biz Daily somehow managed to interview Dan Bilzerian's dad, who said he
Papa.
is now serving as an unpaid advisor to his son's company and was speaking on behalf of Ignite because Dan was unavailable to comment. Ignite's Twitter page gets about 30 likes per post. The company's official TikTok
Bro
page
said we are big in Brazil.
has under 4,000 followers.
Brazil
while
said
Dan
we don't know you.
Bilzerian's personal social media isn't looking so healthy either.
30.
His main
What the
Instagram
fuck?
page is losing 100,000 followers per month.
He won't even
owed in
miss
part
him,
to his
dude.
complete inactivity.
He's
only
got his
uploading
muscles
every
in his
once in a blue
profile.
moon.
And
The
his
most popular
cowboy
comment
hat.
state, "So sad you have to pay for having ladies around you, haha. Lol, such a sad life, and I don't know why I still follow this dude." In January 2000.
To be fair, why did you ever? Kind of cringe.
21, Bilzerian was asked, "Dan, why are you barely active over Instagram recently?" To which he'd respond with, "Cause I just finished the 25th edit of my book. It's finally done." Dan gave an updated explanation for why he'd quit everything.
I just don't care. Like, I feel like social media is like a video game I beat like 8 years ago, and I'm like, everybody's playing the same game. I'm like tired of playing it. Like, I look at social media like a cancer. Like, to me, I think it's the worst thing to be happening to society. So I just like
This means absolutely nothing coming from you though, because you're like like you were at the tippy top and the problem.
Cringe to perpetuate that problem.
Dan seems
Oh,
quite
brother,
resentful,
I don't want to
perhaps
play no more. I got a
hated.
funny head.
However, I can't imagine his next venture will make that any
thing I'm
better.
working on right now is a site where it's basically gonna like teach guys kind of like
Sigma?
With that, yeah,
Sigma?
yeah, it's gonna like teach guys how to be guys. You know, I feel like
Let's just not and say we didn't. Let's keep that one in the drafts, bucko.
this generation has kind of like lost that.
And
I
while
feel
such a
like we have definitely not, and it's
venture will
fine.
surely find an audience.
guys being
it feels
guys
like a
everywhere.
last-ditch unoriginal money grab,
Completely
which is almost
home-taught,
always a sign of
homegrown.
having nothing left to offer.
Shout out freaking Sonny V2, #1 British video essay man. Not typically someone I agree with so much, but I mean freaking Dan Bilzerian is just that unlikable. It was kind of interesting. How do you guys feel about Dan Bilzerian's profile? And I'm talking about the side of his face, not his social media, but I guess you could tell me about your opinion about that too. Did you ever follow him? Do you even know who that is? Thanks for watching this reaction video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Helps me out a lot. I always appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.